Bake some Tamriel.
Oh Lord. You know what it almost is?
It's almost.
It's almost Dues and Tamriel hoodie weather.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You're cute.
Thank you.
I just
thank you.
saw. I don't know because I have the stream muted, but I saw in it. Okay, what is your guy doing?
What?
Why does it look like he's wiggling his hips around a lot?
He's got the happy personality.
The happy well, it looks like he's hula hooping. And it's really cute.
He's rolling on the balls of his feet.
That's
why
one of those people who like
front and back. Yeah.
He's one of those awful people who stand in line and shift from foot to foot.
No, that's anxious.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm talking about when somebody's
no, I know, just up and down
jolly and
yeah. Well, I don't know what jolly is like, so.
It's because you're not fat. You should join the club. It's very jolly over here.
I'm getting there. Don't worry about it. Let me see. The featured products, 1,200 crowns, 3 days left. It's like a used car salesman. Big ass green, 3 days left.
99.99.
Exactly. 999.99.
Welcome.
I'm just training.
What if it was 199,999 crowns? I said too many nines. I don't know how many I said.
Hello and welcome to Dues and Tamriel. I am Scary Drew, and here with me is Scary Dew.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Where's my merchant?
I'm gonna go to the crown store. Ooh, this is a pretty neat mask, but it's 1,200 crowns. Although I do have a lot of crowns.
What mask is that you're talking
Dark
about?
Shaman.
The what?
The outfit, Dark Shaman.
Oh, that's the full costume, yeah.
Yeah, it's a costume, but the mask
there
is the
go.
part that I care about. I mean, otherwise it's just a bikini for the woman.
All right. I don't need those potions. That's fine. Those recipes, I'll just learn them. Oh, I got a few Sigic Ambrosia.
Ooh, Woodland Scouts pack.
And actually, I don't need to sell anything. I'm totally empty. So, let's get the show underway.
Okay, but I'm looking at hats right now in the crown store. Oh, you can get hats for 400 gold.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I think I got one of them.
I forgot how stupid my outfit is.
Appearance.
Ooh,
hats.
the Kiss Me Not cap.
Yes, I got the Zen Vengeance Kiss Me Not cap. That's the one I use on my Argonian. I use it with the.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I use it with the, I believe, the Valenwood Spinner costume.
You look at the pirate costumes pack yet?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you did. I just wanted to say, the City Isle tunic dress.
So, today we're going to be talking about One Tamriel because that is coming in. It's now officially coming in October. I shouldn't say officially because they didn't give a specific date in October, but it wasn't like somebody was just saying it for no reason. So, it was actually from Zoss that said it will be coming in October. Do I want to sell it? Yeah, that's fine. I don't need a Dark Strider Jack, whatever. And they also revealed some details about what's going to be coming in Update 12, which is the One Tamriel update, which the obvious being One Tamriel, which is going to be fantastic. I'm still very much so looking forward to this. I know there's some people that aren't very excited about it, but
Wait, really?
Some people that, the immersion aspect that it's like, well, we're supposed to be at war with these other alliances and now they're going to be all intermingling in all the zones and stuff. And it's, I mean, while I understand that, and I understand Elder Scrolls comes with a fan base that does take its lore and its immersion more seriously than other games, but it's also an MMO that is designed to be fun for your average person too.
Yeah, so, like dicks like me.
Yeah, so while I can understand where they're coming from with that, I've always tried to take the stance of, okay, yeah, but what's best for the general public? And I think that's going to be fantastic. It's going to bring the community together because the bottom line is, if you want to play with your friend in a different alliance, then who cares? In the end, it is still just a video game. You got to suspend your disbelief, and I know I've said that for the past couple episodes, but there you have it. So there's
How
that.
do I make myself?
Oh, I need to invite you.
I wish I wasn't asking this on the show. Because it's a really stupid question. That proves exactly how little I play this, but how do I go back to my normal person again? So I'm not a skeleton because I'm trying to put on an outfit.
You.
I did that.
Yeah, and then you take off the You go to
How
the
do I
costume, or it's a polymorph.
Oh, put away. That's it. Thank you. I was trying other stuff, and yeah.
And actually, I've got the I do have the Vashrak ceremonial mask that you get for completing Orsinium's
I have
main
that as
storyline.
well.
But
no,
other
I
than
don't.
that,
Not cool.
this gear that I'm wearing, it looks pretty cool and it goes pretty well with the mask. And it's actually I did grind a little bit about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and got myself up to level 46, so I won't die again like in the last episode.
Yeah.
And, so I actually had planned on just hitting 50, crafting myself some CP 160 gear, or 150 because 160 is expensive, but I got bored with the grinding, and so I stopped at level 46, which is fine. I'll be more than over leveled enough to I need to pay attention to what I'm doing because I'm going
Better than me.
back and forth. And I also redid my skills a bit so that I'm a little less stupid about what my build is and how to play it. It's
better than me.
But honestly, it's been 2 weeks since I did that, and so I'm not exactly sure how to play it still, even though I should be able to pick it up a little bit easier this time. So, dude, let's have you travel to me because we're gonna do some grinding today, and because there's a lot to talk about, and that'll do some levels as well. And I meant to make you some training gear like I'm wearing, but I forgot, so I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm not upset. I look fucking cool right now. You should come see me. I mean, I look cooler as a skeleton. And pretty soon I'll probably go back to being a skeleton because it's almost Halloween, but...
You can travel to me. And by the way, the reason you look so good outside of the polymorph is because you're wearing that Bosmer light armor, and the Bosmer light armor looks really freaking cool.
And also, I'm on a tiger right now, but you can't see that yet.
I am on a Cinch Panther, or not a Cinch, Dromothra Panther.
I'm wearing a costume. I'm wearing the assassin thing gear.
Ah, very nice. Yes.
But it looks cool with the tiger. Forgot about the tiger. I don't think I ever used the tiger. Just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, that was the last loyalty reward that they offered.
My water bottle cap was in front of the camera a little bit. Sorry.
When they switched from subscription to free buy to play. Okay, so let's go up here.
I mean, it doesn't glow blue, but my saddle matches my outfit.
And
so
you're gonna love this because what we're gonna do is just kill everything, and that's
my favorite kind of episode. You didn't see my outfit with my cool. Look how good it looks with my saddle. I'll let you kill this guy.
Oh yeah.
Look how cool I look. I look cool.
Look at mine.
Wish I could look like that in real life, but...
See, mine's got the little bags and stuff, too, because I got the training.
Yeah, well, that's because you're fancy and he's fucking... Training. Well, that and he's also, glowing blue fire, so there's that part.
Okay, so while today is about One Tamriel and its details, there's another important detail that needs to be mentioned, and it is new, but it's not new, but it is there now. And that is the group finder, which finally, for the first time in I don't know how long, has been working. I know there was a brief moment earlier this year for a couple of months when I wasn't playing that it was working, supposedly. But now I saw some people on Reddit, like Tuesday and Wednesday, talking about some issues with the group finder as far as like, oh, don't kick me from a group because I'm just a low level. And I'm like, wait a minute. Normally when I see a post... I see a post like that, it's filled with comments like mine where I say, since when does the group finder even work? Like, you should be excited that you even got into a group.
Even if you got booted out. I love that, by the way. Be grateful you got into a group even though you got booted out, asshole.
Well, no, it wasn't like be grateful. It was just like I'm surprised you even were able to get into a group because most of us can't even get that far.
How am I supposed to know it's not be grateful when you said you're lucky and then, oh...
Well, you are. I mean, if you got into... I mean, you're not really lucky, I guess, if you got kicked out right away, but... but
then you gotta wait 15 minutes, don't you?
Yes, and if you get put into a group, it puts a 15-minute cooldown on the group finder, so you would have to wait 15 minutes. However... this week was a little bit different of a tone, where people were saying, oh, yeah, I've had this problem too, and yeah, this and that, and I'm like, wait a minute. Does this mean the group finder finally worked? So I hopped on and I gave it a test, and as a healer, it took about 5 seconds, and it put me in a full group, and that's not...
That's great.
And that's not just...
You were super excited. It was cute.
Yeah, and that's not just... I ended up leaving the group because It was a pre-formed group that they just needed a healer, I think, or a healer and a DPS or something, like a 2-man group. And so we joined, and then the guy's like, "Oh wait, this was random. We weren't supposed to queue up for random." And I was like, "Well, I queued up for random, so I don't know what you guys were planning on." They were probably trying to do the silver pledge, and they accidentally put it as random. And so then one of the guys left because apparently he also was trying to do a random dungeon, not a specific one. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave too, because I didn't even really want to do a dungeon. I was just going to do it because it'd be extremely rude to test it and then leave the group, especially as a healer. But according to some people on Reddit, it's not just the healers and tanks that are getting into the groups very quickly. Somebody was saying they queued with themselves and another DPS, and it took about 2-3 minutes or something like that to get into a group. So the group finder apparently is working, although I did see one post from somebody who said, "Me and my husband have tried since Monday and no luck."
That sucks.
So I was like, well, that does suck, but it does seem to be fixed now, so I'm not sure what their problem is, but it may be that they're on the EU server or something, or, you know.
Oh, if they're on a different server, that's probably it. I know with Hearthstone, that's like literally always the problem.
Yeah. But I don't think in fact, I think the group finder was working better on the EU servers this whole time, so I'd be surprised to find that's the case.
I wouldn't be surprised that it switched, that they just migrated the problem.
Yeah, it's
just
possible.
kidding, but I'm just joking.
No, but I'm just by happenstance, I wouldn't be surprised something like that happened. I mean,
right.
Anywho. So that's great news for me, along with some of the details of One Tamriel. It's going to pretty much put the final touches on this game to make it everything I've ever wanted it to be, and that's fantastic. Although I guess the player housing as well. That's going to be the last little bit, which is coming very soon anyways. I mean, we're talking, I think, first quarter of 2017, so, you know, it's the next 2 updates will be the One Tamriel and then the housing, supposedly. So that's all good stuff. One Tamriel, one of the I'm going to start with, since it's a good transition, one of the things I'm looking forward to the most that they announced is the holidays. And that's the other thing, along with the group finder, that was really where I left off with World of Warcraft. Was those were the 2 favorite things that I did, was join random dungeons and also to do the holiday events. And one thing I love about Elder Scrolls is there's a lot more that I like about it that I didn't like about World of Warcraft. But now you have the couple of missing pieces, for me at least, a couple of missing puzzle pieces that Warcraft had that Elder Scrolls Online has.
Yeah.
Regarding the holidays, I didn't look into it, so I don't know how much they've revealed about what they're going to do with it. And if they have, I don't know how lore-friendly they're going to keep it. You know, World of Warcraft for the Christmas one, you could get a flying reindeer mount. I don't know if they're going to go as far as giving us reindeer mounts or things like that. Obviously, people like it to be lore-friendly still. Hey, Slags. He's eating curry. You can appreciate that, too.
Stu's eating curry in honor of my people.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're having that tomorrow, aren't we?
British curry! It's weird, though. I'm just going to say. But...
did you hear what I asked?
What?
We're having curry tomorrow, aren't we?
Yes, I think we're having pork curry tomorrow, and
nice.
I think my dad's gonna make Nick some chicken curry, so
that's real
should
curry,
be.
So.
Huh?
I said that's real curry, so.
It's good shit. It's good shit. Yeah, my dad makes good curry.
Where are you, by
sorry,
the way?
I'm looking at my skill points, so I'll be there soon. But you don't need me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I actually do, because I'm not really getting any experience from this. This is for you to level.
Well, give me a minute, because I'm doing some skill points, so it's even
you're
better.
Fine. Take your time. I'm just saying there's no point in me continuing on, because I'm not going to get any. Actually, there is, because you're in close enough range that you'll still get experience for it. So, okay, so holidays.
My screen's going red, I see.
Holidays are coming, and I know you had asked me about this, and I was like, well, yeah, but that wasn't technically a holiday event, because they had the Witches Festival thing last year where they sold the costumes, but that was really it. They'd sold the costumes, and that there wasn't much more to that. Whereas this will actually be holiday events, and in fact, if I open my handy-dandy journal here, that's my skills.
I was gonna say, are we on Blue's Clues, handy dandy journal?
Yes, and you'll see here holiday events. So there are achievements, and Witches Festival is the first to come up. So we're gonna that'll give you an indication of when this update's going to be in October. Probably in the first half of October, because usually holiday events last about 2 weeks. And obviously, that's going to be like a Halloween-ish time frame. Although Witches Festival is supposed to take place in the middle of Elder Scrolls version of October. So
Okay,
it may very well be the beginning of October, but I would think, as far as business wise, I would think they would want to do it closer to Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean,
obvious
Costco's had the
reasons.
Halloween shit out for like a couple weeks now, so.
Yeah, exactly. But then
I
again,
mean-
Costco does everything a month and a half early. So.
What my point is, do people love Halloween?
Oh yeah, yeah. And so far that's the only thing in the holiday achievements. And of course they'll add more. I don't know whether they'll do a Thanksgiving one or a Christmas one. Obviously there's I forget the name of the Elder Scrolls version of Christmas, but there definitely is one, and that answers my question right there because it is Witches Festival, so they're probably going to keep it lore friendly. As far as the holiday events go. Let me take a look at some of these achievements here. Okay, you can get a title. That's pretty cool, actually. The title is Sun's Dusk Reaper. That's actually a really cool title. And then I'll help you kill these things real quick, and then I'll go back in there. So let's see. That's for complete the listed achievements for Witches Festival. So if you do them all, you get a title. I'm surprised you don't get, say, a costume and or like a die or something for doing these. Collect and learn every chapter of the Hollow Jack style book found during the Witches Festival. I really hope they make these easier to obtain than normal motifs.
Oh yeah.
Because they're
for
fortunately it's only for weapons. Axes. Oh no, it's not. Axes, belts, boots, bows, chests, daggers, gloves, helmets, legs, maces, shields, shoulders, staves, and swords. So that's the list of all of them you have to do to get the achievement, and if they're as hard to get as some of the motifs are, then that's a nightmare. I'm hoping, I'm guessing and hoping that you will earn them by doing specific holiday event stuff, which would make them a little bit easier to get.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't do that thing like World of Warcraft did with some of their holidays where you literally had to be on every single day grinding it out for the entire 2 weeks to have a chance at completing it. And then, like, yeah, it would be back the next year, and you could complete it. Like, who wants to wait a year to finish it? Like, I want to get it done all in one holiday event. So I hope they don't make it to where it's like, yeah, it's going to be really difficult, and you have to play constantly, especially with the holidays, like, especially Christmas. A lot of people aren't able to play the entire holiday season because
People
they're
are
with
very
family
busy that
and
time of year.
Yeah, exactly. So earn your first plunder skull. So whatever a plunder skull is, you get the final achievement
your
for
gold
earning
mask.
100 plunder skulls. Pumpkin pairs well with guts is the name of this achievement. Drink the Witch Mother's brew during the Witches Festival, and the last achievement, complete the Witch Mother's bargain quest. So there will be quests, which I expected. So there will be Witches Festival quests for that holiday. I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be exciting.
We need to get your Halloween costume together in real life.
Oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to put it together until closer to. I think it's close enough to Halloween that I can probably find it now.
Yeah, probably. Evangeline's might have something.
Okay, what else is coming in Update 12?
All kinds of shit.
One big thing is dueling is coming in Update 12. So they are finally giving in to all of the players' requests for dueling.
We've talked about that before, a long time ago.
The funny thing is, and it's just the nature of how things develop over time, is one of their main reasons not to do dueling and also not to do small-scale PvP like arena PvP with like 2v2, 3v3 was they didn't want it to take away from Cyrodiil. But the problem is that Cyrodiil is not really a big part of this game at this point.
Right.
I mean, it has its place.
Things have
Imperial City
changed.
is certainly, a lot of people like Imperial City. But the bottom line is, if you factor that this game started with a max allowance of 750 players per alliance in a campaign, and they at one point reduced that, in fact, I think at a couple of points reduced that number, and there's only, 4 or 5 campaigns, and usually half of them aren't full, there's not a lot of people playing Cyrodiil. I mean, maybe a couple thousand play Cyrodiil on a regular basis. I don't... and how many of those are in Imperial City and stuff like that? So I don't know that there's a ton of people that play in Cyrodiil, and I can't blame them because a lot of people, with the lag and stuff, they just left for other games or,
Yeah,
like
there was
me,
a lot
I just
of issues
stopped
at
doing
one point.
PvP. But I do like the PvP in this game. It's just, at some point you gotta have a working
Well, especially
system.
when they're trying to appeal to all the different kinds of ways people want to play.
You're going the wrong way, by the way.
I don't have to fight like right next to you, do I?
No, but I do a circle and so we can keep going in the circle, and by the time we hit the end of the circle, they respawn again.
When do I ever follow you correctly?
I know. That's why I was telling you nicely.
Yeah, I know, but I just am saying I know I'm not gonna do it. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so as usual, I'm drawing a blank.
I'm coming. I can't jump over this wall. There we go.
So I need to...
You're just standing there. Where am I
Yes, I need you to actually, just for a minute...
You need me to what?
Just for a minute, just watch me and make sure I don't die while I look up what the other stuff coming is.
There's nothing anywhere near you. If you stand far enough away, nothing comes at you. I did it.
Let's see.
Oh, well, my guy's getting... My little pets pissed somebody off, so... You're good now.
Okay, search, sort by new, One Tamriel PTS. Oh, well, there's another thing I can mention, is that it is coming to the PTS on Monday, so get your PTS installed if you don't, and make sure to leave the launcher open Sunday night, Monday morning when you go to work, so that way it will have the update when you get home from work. Why am I not seeing submitted 6 days ago? Okay, so let's try.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the post that had the link to coming to PTS. Maybe I can search.
I could be eating the rest of my chimichanga right now. Dude, let's go kill some shit. Just kidding.
Oh, you can feel free to, by the way.
You said I had to watch you.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to die. So
you're not gonna die. There's nobody near you. Well, now there is, but they're gonna die in a second. You're fine. My pets are handling it.
Let me just search PTS. Maybe then I'll be able to find it. One Tamriel. There we go. One Tamriel on the PTS on Monday. And then this has. There we go. The age gate.
This is the best podcast to listen to if you want lots of ums and uhs.
I may not access this site because I put my birthday as 1999. Son of a bitch.
Oh, Lord.
I was just trying to do it real quick. The stupid age gate, and now it's not going to let me go there, isn't it? It's going to block me from there.
No
even
way.
If I
Do
go
they really
to...
block you if you do it wrong
Yep.
once? That is so silly.
Let me sign in, and maybe then it'll refresh it.
What are you trying to find again? The date?
The article on the One Tamriel coming to the PTS.
If you want me to look it up, I can.
Oh
Let me
my God,
know.
this is so annoying. I've done this
I
before.
can mannequin age gate. You what?
I think
Oh,
I'm
you're
dying.
being attacked. Sorry. Coming. We're coming. You're fine. You're not dead yet. You're good. You're not dead. You got attacked, but you're not dead. Sorry about that.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Update 12 release details. No, that's not it. That's a misleading forum title.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, here we go. This is
jumping around you and your guy. Woo.
1955 should be good.
This is the worst podcast listening, I have to say.
I know. I'm really sorry.
And
Okay,
no, it's not your fault. I didn't know what to say. I'm not good at this. I can't fill in gaps. This is why I couldn't do this myself.
Oh,
I can barely do it with you.
One thing I'm excited about, and funny enough, I was actually thinking if they're going to be doing level scaling for all the zones, basically with the understanding that the point is they want... What?
Oh, I said hi, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
The point is, with the whole One Tamriel thing, is to the DLC zones were so well received with the level scaling and you know, the ability to play with lower levels and have the same difficulty. The idea was to make all the zones like that.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is Craglorn is an adventure zone. It's not a normal zone.
Right.
And it was designed to be a group of 4 players to be able to do it. And so I was wondering a couple of weeks ago, I was like, well, does that mean with One Tamriel that they're going to make it a solo zone now? Because that would be in line with everything else of having it level scale and be open to everybody. And, you single player that you can choose to do, or you can group if you want to. And so sure enough, that's part of Update 12 is Craglorn is going to be changed so that some stuff will need 2 players. But for the most part, you can just do it by yourself if you want to. I'm not sure exactly what parts of it will be requiring 2 players. And I'm not sure what that means for those of you with 300 plus champion points, because I know a lot of people can solo Craglorn now.
Oh, I gotcha.
Obviously, level scaling with One Tamriel will affect that, but I'm guessing that there's certain things in Craglorn, and this pissed me off somewhere else too, and I'll get to that in a second, but there's certain parts of Craglorn where you literally have to have multiple people in order to finish it, not because you need the strength of that many people. For one of them, for example, is there's 3 different pillars, and it's like Earth, Wind, Fire or something like that. And each player has to grab one of those. It puts like a little aura around them or whatever.
Yeah.
And you have to take all 3 of those, but you can only hold one at a time. But you have to take all 3 at once to the center of the area. And so you literally
center of the
need,
universe.
Yeah, so you literally need 3 players, one to grab one for each of the things to all go there at the same time. So I think that those things will still require 2 players, probably. Things like that. Maybe they'll reduce it to 2.
If there's someone else in the area, maybe you can cooperate.
You can. And
I know it's a little.
You know, and especially because that's old. That's really old content. Like this is before buy to play. So it's like, yeah, there's still people there, but there's not a ton.
That's true.
Most of the people there are doing Dragon Star Arena. So
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that because Craglorn is the only zone that I have not done jack crap in. I've done a little bit of everything.
Suddenly we're censoring ourselves a little bit here.
And the gold content, the Aldmeri Dominion content, I haven't done a whole lot in, but I've at least gone through all of them and grabbed all the sky shards, even if I haven't finished Cadwell's gold. Yeah, so
you like to get all the sky shards.
Yeah, so I've done very little in Craglorn. So that'll be nice to be able to go there and have it be like a normal zone, which actually is the I don't know if I said this on last episode, but I found out that's what they had said about Murkmire, because I was wondering, hey, we heard about Murkmire QuakeCon of 2014. That was 2 years ago. Whatever happened to that? Did they just shelve that, or was that Shadows of the Hist? Was that meant to be in place of? Because they, because Murkmire was supposed to be a full zone. And I was like, boy, that would suck if they just came out with 2 dungeons in Shadowfen and said, hey, here's what we gave you instead. But somebody on Reddit had said that, no, it was at a Gamescom or something, or I forget what, or QuakeCon, or I don't know. One of those, they had said that
people following gaming news.
Murkmire's still coming. The reason it's not around yet because it, too, was being designed as an adventure zone like Craglorn, needing 4 players. And since they're straying away from that, they're now making Murkmire into a single-player zone and not an adventure zone. And so that's obviously part of what's, pushing that on the back burner. And also, people typically hate Argonians, so I'm not surprised. Although they did release Shadows of the Hist, but
yeah.
I'm sure they have more important things like obviously One Tamriel and player housing that need to go in place first. But I do look forward to that, especially with the Dark Brotherhood. I would love to see some, which there already is some aspects of the Dark Brotherhood. I would love to see the shadow scales have a large role in Murkmire.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I finally went and checked out the Assassin's Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, and I had never done the Blade of Woe before, and I started about a week ago. I started doing it, and I think I'm like rank 5 right now, and I'm doing the dailies and stuff. And the first time I used that, dude, you saw me how excited I was. I was like, oh my god, that is like the coolest thing ever.
You get pretty adorably
The
animations
are so cool.
I do know, however, that your favorite part of the game is training your writing skill.
Oh my god, I just like I've been doing this, and you can listen back the past few episodes, and you can find the episode when I was like, oh, I'm finally going, doing it every day on all my characters. I've been slacking on that for a long time. It's been weeks and weeks, and it just feels like I've been doing it forever. And then I look and I see that I still have 100 days left of it, and on some of my characters, or 90 days. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Now, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I actually have a PSA that I wanted to mention. Train your stamina up to 10 or so. I know it's not the most important thing. I know speed is probably the most important, and bag space second. But the reason I say just train it 5-10 days in a row, train your stamina, because unlike the, I don't know, because it's supposed to be by percentages. Unlike the speed, which goes up 1% every time you train it, so every time you're training it, you're not noticing much of a difference. And you could train it 10 times, and you may feel like slightly faster, but not really much. You don't really notice the difference. If you put 10 points into your stamina, you will notice that you can sprint a lot more. And I say that as somebody who does the rinse and repeat sprint, which I can just do right now. I don't just hit sprint and then go. I keep hitting it over and over again because you actually move slightly faster if you do that. The problem is obviously that sucks your writing stamina more, and then once it runs out, see, like I have 30 stamina on here, and see how slowly it's going down. If you put 10 points, it will also go down fairly slowly. It won't go down much quicker than this. So for whatever reason, those first 10 points give you such a boost to your writing stamina for your sprinting. At least I've found, and it makes a noticeable difference to the amount of stamina your horse has. So that's my recommendation. You know, yeah, you want to get your speed up and your bag space up, but just get it up to 5 or 10, probably around the 10 mark, and then you'll notice a huge difference with your sprinting. Which, you know, throw on some rapid maneuvers, which you can get easily just by doing the intro quest to Cyrodiil. It'll unlock that skill, and you can just you can move so fast even if your speed skill isn't that high.
It's true. All of our mounts and us, we just kind of move at a slow job. So the chat real quick, let me update you on this. We have someone named Eduardo in the chat. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Stu let us know this by saying, we have a new guy, in all caps with lots of exclamations, because he gets excited to have someone new to make fun of, since Grim Jogo's probably on the toilet still. I
gotta come save you.
What?
You're about to die.
Oh, yeah, come save me.
If I can get there in time.
Yeah, I told you I was going to check the chat.
I know.
I had your back. I didn't let you die.
Well, you were right next to me. You were just slightly far away. Anyways.
Anyway, Steve says he's about to try sarsaparilla for the first time in his life.
I tried that for the first time, last year?
Yeah, well, that's because he said never had it. Or, Eduardo had said never had it. Tell me if it's good. And yeah, we had only had it for the first time like last year. It was good. Yeah, I don't think it's very common, at least here, and I guess not over there anymore. I think it was common a long time ago. But it was good. It was kind of like root beer, but a little different. I feel like
it's pretty much a root beer, yeah.
I feel like every episode, Slags is trying some root beer-like beverage.
Yeah.
Letting us know. And then he said it's kind of like better tasting Vimto, and I don't know what that is,
I've never
so
heard
it
of
sounds
Vimto.
Very British. And he said, "What the fuck? You've never heard of it? You've never had it or heard of it? No, Stu. No, and you didn't tell me what kind of curry you had, I don't think."
Oh, by the way, I'm streaming right now.
Streaming?
I'm not
Inside?
getting a full 60 frames per second, so...
I'm ignoring my jokes. You've ignored all of them.
I'm sorry. I don't ignore them, by the way. That's so rude of you.
You don't listen to them in the first place.
Yes, and I keep track of a lot more than you do. So there you go.
That's your job. That's your game.
Jorb.
I don't even play this game.
Anyways, I was trying to say...
Sorry.
Now I don't even know what the hell I was trying to say. Forget
What is
it.
Vimto, though?
What the hell is Vimto?
I'm Googling it.
Oh, I was going to say, so this is for the first time taxing my beast of a computer, but only enough to drop it to about 45 to 50 frames per second. And the reason for that is because I'm streaming, and I also discovered that I don't know how I missed this before, but Elder Scrolls Online has a 4K setting, and I've never bothered to turn it on to 4K. Now, I don't have a 4K monitor, but I did notice a slight difference in it. I certainly noticed a difference on the new 4K TV. It looks amazing. It pops out. It looks better in daylight. I don't know. This obviously won't translate to the YouTube video, which maxes out at 1080p, but yeah, that if you have a rig capable of 4K, make sure you turn that on, because I don't know if that was added this year or something, or if I just never bothered to look at the resolution, because I normally just set it to ultra settings, and I'm like, that's good enough. Put it on max, but it was never... it's a very British thing. It's a sweet fizzy drink.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you it's a soft drink. Oh, I figured it was because you said it tasted like Vimto, but it was first manufactured as a health tonic, like all of these were. Anyway.
At least it doesn't taste like Vim Foot.
Oh my god. I don't know if toe is any better. Anyway, it contains the juice of grapes, raspberries, and black currants flavored with herbs and spices. It actually sounds really good.
Yeah, that does
It
sound
has
good.
very gaudy packaging.
Can we get that here in the States?
Apparently not.
Really? Even like a World Market or like a Trader Joe's or something?
Maybe World Market, but because yeah, it looks like it doesn't seem to have much of a market here. But Slag says we should order some on Amazon, and Eduardo says Vimto is a very British thing. It's a sweet fizzy drink. So now Slags wants to know if Eduardo's in the UK, they can probably share some eggs together.
Oh boy,
you know, if they're
phrasing.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what you're getting at here.
I don't either. I just thought it would sound funny to say it.
I mean, for God's sake, eggs are a very Argonian thing as well, so
Fair
excuse
enough.
you.
I swear I would buy my mother's egg tooth.
Yeah,
In fact, I
couldn't think of the phrase. Damn.
I had a hilarious back and forth with someone when we did our Rise of the Argonians episode, from someone who loves Argonians, and he was very excited about the episode. And I think I can't
Someone
remember.
was excited about an episode that wasn't Stu.
Yes, and I don't even think it was somebody who had heard of us before. They just saw it because I posted it on Reddit, which I'm starting to do now. Because there's so many new players, I cannot tell you. Every time I go to Reddit, there's people that are like level 30 or just joined the game or asking questions. It's great to see. It's really feels like the game has just like had a second coming, if you will.
Well, they keep doing a good job keeping up on it and adding to it.
Yeah, and I think the main thing is that the common general consensus, even for those who are still asking whether or not this is true, is that there was plenty of people who did not like the game when it came out, and they do like it now because of the changes they made. And you see a lot of people asking that of like, oh, is this game really worth it now? Has it really changed, for the better enough? And blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you can get it for like $15 nowadays. Just buy the damn game and check it out, That was a post on Reddit today. Somebody was like, it's like $15. Just buy it and find out for yourself. Have your own opinion on something.
I know. It's kind of like, oh, I really want to try this game that's in a Humble Bundle, right? Oh, just buy it.
Mm-hmm. I love Humble Bundle.
You what?
I love Humble Bundle.
Does anyone not love Humble Bundle? It's hard to say for me with my face. But...
Okay, so Craglorn.
You didn't answer the question.
What?
That's a no, huh?
What?
So does anyone not love Humble Bundle? Exactly.
I can't imagine. No, because there was an even issue with
probably some asshole
with the VR game Giant Cop that was like getting close to releasing for the Vive, and then all of a sudden at E3 they announced that they're going to be an Oculus exclusive. Like, people were furious and wanted a refund because they had bought it on Humble Bundle. And
that wasn't Humble Bundle's fault.
No, it was not. No, and that's more to my point, is nobody was blaming Humble Bundle to begin with.
They just had purchased it.
But they were like, how do I do this? Because like this is not exactly like a normal retailer. And so Humble Bundle was amazing with that as well and gave them full refunds and everything. And everybody that from what I saw, had a good experience with contacting them and getting their money back for that game. And screw Giant Cop.
That's good. You should hop in your Vive later.
I know, I want to. I've been meaning to all freaking week. I still want to try Brookhaven Experiment, even if I pee my pants doing so, which I really want to stream that too. So if I'm gonna,
dude, you don't need to poop your pants or pee your pants. All you need to do is sit on some balloons full of Jack and Coke while you play.
Like it doesn't matter that I can just close my eyes. It doesn't help. Like I get so freaked out with those zombies. It's so scary.
I know I just revisited it, but can we talk about the time that Slags paid you a bunch of money, or paid us a bunch of money, and bought our new microphones, basically, along with some other people, but Slags was the one that decided to,
I regret that decision, but that's okay.
You what?
I said I regret that decision.
Why?
That's because it's still on YouTube.
That's great. Nobody watches it anyway. Not enough people have seen that, by the way. You guys should look at this. Because...
well, they will now that we've mentioned it. Ugh.
It's great. He hilariously sits on balloons filled with Jack and Coke, all because of the drunk episode. You can also blame Knights for that one.
And no, it's not easy. It is as hard as it sounds to put Jack and Coke into a water balloon.
We wasted a lot of
we did.
It would fizz up really badly.
We did.
And I mean, not wasted because I don't think we like Coke very much. I think
we don't like Coke and we don't like Jack. So there you go.
It was.
I don't really like brown liquors in general, but.
It was quite funny.
Okay, so what else is on the docket? There's also... Hold on just a second. Because I know what they are, I just forget what they call them. Oh, before I get to that, itemization. There's not exactly a detailed example of what this exactly means. But I'm going to give you what I think it means. Essentially, they're going to rework the item drops in all the zones with the One Tamriel situation, and items are going to be more regional. And what I think that means is, like, for example, of the Warlock set. Let's say, like, okay, everything's going to be level scaled. So, as far as I know, all set items will drop at all levels. It'll just be based on what area you are, what will drop. And it'll drop, of course, scaled to your level when you loot it. So like say you're level 30 and you're in X, Y, and Z zones. Like say Auradon what are the first zones of area? Auradon, the Stone Falls, and Glenumbra. So let's say in those 3 areas, you have a chance to get the Warlock set, and it'll only drop in one of those 3 areas. I think that's what they mean by that, as far as reworking the itemization, which will be great because then you can go farm stuff if you're looking for specific set piece items. And, you know, I think that's a good thing. And also along with that is just more loot. What was it? Specifically Monster Helms, I think. For One Tamriel, it says, for One Tamriel, we standardized itemization and rewards in all zones so they feel more like the items you currently receive from DLC game packs. Item sets will now be tied to specific zones and dungeons, and they'll automatically be scaled to your level. Veteran mode dungeons will now guarantee Monster Mask rewards, and new streamlined Undaunted pledges will be available to players up to 3 times per day, offering Monster Masks and other exciting rewards. We'll explain all the itemization changes in more detail in the coming weeks. Now, one thing I want to mention is the whole 3 times per day as far as the pledges go. From what I understand, that means there's going to be 3 pledges instead of 2. One of them, and whether or not there's going to be 2 that you have a chance to get a gold key on, or if it's going to be bronze, silver, and gold, because I know the bronze chest is there, and as far as I know, you only get it for doing the very first quest.
A little late for the Olympic stuff, isn't it?
And hey, Overwatch does it. And what? Oh, God damn it! What was I saying?
Sorry.
Okay.
Gold, silver, bronze, 3 times a day.
Oh, what it's gonna be is you're gonna have your normal pledge, you're gonna have your veteran pledge, and then you're gonna have a what I believe is going to be a veteran pledge non-DLC, which I think is fantastic because I tried to do the gold key in Ruins of Mazatan, and it was absolutely brutal. It took us 2 hours to get to the last boss, and then once we were there, because to get the gold key, you don't just have to do it on veteran mode, which, by the way, we couldn't even kill the last boss on veteran mode after 2.5 hours.
Pissed.
I wasn't so much pissed as just exhausted. It's just a very tiring experience. That's why I don't do trials and raiding anymore, because I'll wait until they make it easier, and then I'll go do it, because I just don't have the energy or the time to be spending hours learning content like that these days. But that was the thing, is like we couldn't even do the last, and this was just a pickup group, so you know, if I went in with a core group of players, it probably would have gone a lot smoother. It was most of our first time in there. None of us knew how to do the last boss. I had to ask him.
Sounds like you were kicking ass though.
I actually was. I did pretty goddamn good as my healer, especially because what did I leveled that healer up like 3 weeks ago? And I was already in the brand new, extremely difficult dungeon, healing just fine. Now that's largely because it's a Templar, and that just goes.
Many Lars,
you know, but I've always had a knack for healing in MMOs, anyways.
Hey, Temps Many Lars is a Templargonian. Have I said that before?
That's
probably.
good. The Templargonian. I wish you could.
Not that good.
I would love if you.
Good.
Ooh, here's an idea for Zos. Oh, I just had a fantastic idea. It would cost. It would cost you crowns. And hell, even make it a lot. Make it like 2,500 crowns. Customized title. I would love to have a title.
That would be fun. And they could make that a bunch of crowns.
You would have to
definitely pay.
The only issue is you would have to have some sort of approval system, which would cost labor hours for an employee to do that, because otherwise you could have some really offensive titles.
Captain Butlove and things like that.
Although I guess that would be no different than somebody saying something horribly offensive in zone chat. They get reported and then they get banned or whatever.
And usernames and things, and they always have those blocks for cuss words and things.
But I think that's a fantastic idea, and it adds to the crown store. It's only aesthetic. It's not, it doesn't change the gameplay. Customized titles.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I'm just saying that would be amazing.
I just want to volunteer right here and right now, Zos. You can pay me a low fee. Like, you don't have to pay me a lot, and I'll do the job of screening those. That sounds hilarious. You get crown.
Yeah, until you see the ones that really piss you off.
What?
I said until you think that the ones you're looking for, the ones that are really going to piss you off.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But then I get to ban those assholes.
Well, fair enough. That's actually
that sounds great.
I doubt they would give you the power to ban. They'd probably just give you a system.
No, but I could delete their titles and be smug about it. They could. The people would call me the Punisher.
I would absolutely.
The easily offended Punisher.
I would absolutely love to have Temps Many Lars have the title of the Templargonian.
Templargonian.
That is great.
I have to tell you something that I think will make you very happy.
Hmm.
Eduardo said in chat, thanks to this stream, I'm going to go on ESO after a long break. And I said, that's awesome. You can always join us during the show too, but he said he's on console, and I always forget that.
Yeah.
I always forget.
Well, one
so
of the
I
best
feel bad,
one of the best things, depending.
I think that's great.
That is awesome, and one of the best things that you'll find, at least it was for me, depending on how long of a break you've had, is the removal of the veteran ranks was so impactful for me to be really like back into this game full force.
Yeah. That did make a difference.
I now have 4 max levels. I have 2 sorcerers, I have my Nightblade, and then my Dues and Tamriel character will be a 5th. I'll have a max level Dragon Knight as well.
But dude, can we get a lantern like this for our apartment? Because if you're into the game...
Didn't we used to have a lamp that's not exactly that much different than this?
Yeah, I think we keep leaving it at my dad's. He
Yeah,
said we can have it.
We did give it to him, and then he had nowhere to put it, so I think he tossed it or something.
I think he has it still.
Maybe.
We'll see. He lives in a little bit of a bachelor pad. Oh, I like that lamp. That was a cool lamp.
Okay, so itemization, they're gonna...
It's very short, though.
They're gonna make the changes to that. Test your PvP skills against your friends, so dueling. Oh, here we go. Crown crates are coming. This is nothing new to the gaming world, but it is new to ESO. Crown crates are going to be a lot like loot boxes in Overwatch or card packs in Hearthstone, things like that, where you're buying essentially for, I think it says 400 crowns, but I'm in combat right now, so give me just a second.
Thank you for using Hearthstone as an example and Overwatch things I can understand.
Yes, 400 for these crates. I'll just read this little section. Crown crates toward the end of November. So this is toward the end of November, meaning this isn't necessarily with Update 12, but it is in the Update 12 article here. It says, towards the end of November, we'll be giving you a chance to receive some very special items with the introduction of Crown Crates. These crates, available in the Crown Store for just 400 crowns, will contain a randomized selection of useful consumables and offer a chance to obtain rare and unique cosmetic items or mounts even. Now, that's the big one right there. And that's why...
Did you tell me about this already?
I don't believe so.
Okay, good. I was going to say, man, that's huge, and that's really cool.
Oh, it gets even bigger.
And I feel like a huge asshole if you told me and I just completely missed all of it.
It gets even bigger, and that's kind of...
I completely
that's why I compare it to, say, loot boxes in Overwatch.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Because you're going to get random crap, and you know, most of it's going to be crap. I mean, the consumables in the Crown Store are not very useful or good. And, you know, you'd be a lot better off just crafting your own. You know, like the health potions are just health potions. You can't craft health and stamina and increased weapon damage potions all 3 in one. But you do have that chance to get costumes or mounts or specialty items. And that's what's really going to drive those crown crates. And more importantly than just being able to have the chance at getting mounts, which, you know, obviously...
That's pretty, yeah.
You know, most of the Crown Store mounts are not cheap.
Like legendary, you know, it's
yes,
rare.
Exactly. More importantly, some of those may end up being mounts and or costumes that have since been retired, so are not currently available in the Crown Store. Things that they haven't brought back yet or won't bring back. I know, I saw you don't have your pets out.
Well, they died too. They were out. I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. That's what changed.
No.
Now I can see it.
Your pets are different. Yes.
What?
Your pets are different.
What about them?
Well,
Why are they? No, they're not.
They are in the sense that it used to be that if you hit the button again, it would unsummon your pet, and it would have that effect of when they died.
Yeah.
Now it's a toggle effect.
What do you mean it's toggle
Your
effect?
pet will stay out. You hit the button, and essentially when you hit the button, your pet will now cast whatever it was, and it'll stay out.
I have no idea what.
What I'm saying is, okay.
Wait,
so
okay, so I hit it. My pet comes out. What happens when I hit it again now?
Before, if you hit it again, it would unsummon it.
I know what happened when you hit it again. What are you saying now?
What I'm saying is, you know, like your Winged Twilight.
Yes.
You know how it's got the bonus, like it explodes for damage.
Yes.
Now it will just do that. It won't unsummon it and explode for damage. It'll stay out and explode for damage.
That's really what. Yeah, I just wanted to know that. That was the part that I wanted.
Well, because I wanted to make sure.
I heard the rest of it.
I just wanted to make sure because it's specifically for the aspect of that extra morph where it does that explosion damage.
Yeah.
So it's not like it just doesn't unsummon it now. It also still does the effect.
Yeah. No, that's all I wanted to know.
Yeah. Anyway, so I just wanted to let you know that because I thought that was a cool change.
Part of the question was because I was going to ask, I mean, I'm sure this came a long ass time ago. It's not like I play a lot, but I noticed semi-recently, a couple times when we've played now, that with the uh it would have the white border, and then when you unsummoned it would have,
And yeah, that was.
and now that's gone, and so I wasn't paying attention to the fact that it turns like pinkish reddish now.
Oh, it does,
and
because I didn't notice, and I actually didn't like
I
that.
just noticed it when I summoned them that it changed from normal to pink, and I was like, okay.
Okay. See, I need to look for that
That's
because
why I didn't even know they were dead, because
that was exactly how I found out about that changes. I was like, wait a minute, there's no border around it. How do I know if they're summoned or not? It's like
I was like, oh wait, they're dead. Okay.
it's like my automatic headlights. I don't like that they don't indicate whether or not they're on.
I just tried it, and that's pretty neat that I can do their effects. I like that.
And that'll actually give you some nice bonus damage.
During a damn fight, nobody. That's who.
What?
Who the hell is trying to put their pets away during a damn fight?
They are when you need to do that last little bit of damage before you die.
No, I know.
More importantly was well, yeah, and yes, it's much better now. They really boosted the pets with that.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I guess sometimes you want to put your pet away.
But for me, like with my orc sorcerer, my pets are morphed the other way, and both of them heal me when I use them. And so if I was about to die, I would unsummon my pet and heal.
No, but point being, the fact that you do that exact same thing now.
I was saying is in regards to you're saying why would you want to unsummon it before?
I mean now.
Oh,
or,
now,
I mean,
yeah, you
I mean,
can't.
compared to now.
Yeah, you can't unsummon it now.
Yeah, which is kind of funny too. That's kind of weird, but that's what I meant is compared. Okay.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
What I mean is the new system makes more sense.
Yes, it does.
Because sometimes
and
you accidentally hit the damn button, and it's really annoying, and your pet dies
Mhm.
when you don't want it to.
Yeah.
As opposed to, oh, cool, now I can use that effect, and that's kind of nice. Okay.
Oh, and technically you can unsummon it. I mean, they'll automatically unsummon if you like travel to another way shrine type of thing. But other than that, no. What level are you? You're level 36. I should have gave you some Sigic Ambrosia. I really wish I would have given you training gear. It would have helped your leveling. But that's all right.
I forgot what I was gonna say. It's gonna bug me. Ooh.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Was it the chat? I don't think so. Whatevs.
So okay, that's about it with One Tamriel. Oh, I did want to say with those crown crates, I'm a little curious when they say some retired items. I wonder if that includes any of the loyalty rewards from before it went buy to play, like we were just talking about that cinch tiger.
Yeah, I know that. I was thinking the same thing.
Well, and if it does, I don't know if that bothers me at all. I mean, you know, especially if it's probably going to have a low chance to drop. You know.
Well, that and they honestly ended up. I mean, that was a huge issue at the time. Not huge, but an issue was right after that. They ended up selling something nearly identical in the Crown store.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was just like a different color or whatever.
Yeah, and people were pretty pissed.
Or it wasn't a different color; it was a panther instead of a tiger. I think was one of the things. I don't remember,
But yeah, I mean, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but at least for God's sake, this time they let enough time pass.
Well, I was gonna say, and at least it's been a couple years since they went to play, so it's like those loyalty rewards are really just. They're a neat way for every now and then you get somebody like, oh, how the hell did you get that now or whatever.
Yeah,
like, oh, played since beta.
Well, it's sort of like Elite Tour.
Yeah.
You all can't. You don't all get to rock out. You just don't. You only some of you have been around long enough and went to whatever BlizzCon they had that at to be able to rock out anytime you want to. Except for he does give both players the power, but the guy that had me has control over that. You can still play him in arena. If you haven't seen that, you should watch a video of that card. It's hilarious.
It's an awesome card. It's not very good.
It's not useful.
Yeah, it's not very practical, but it's good.
It's a fun, silly.
It's not the worst card either. Like it's like you know, it's not gonna be in any meta decks, but.
Now, always steadily.
I'm sorry. You need to be a little bit closer to your mic, or your mic's not picking you up as well as it could be.
I need to what? Be closer to my mic?
Yeah, just a little bit. But now I'm starting to think it's the internet connection.
Mic on?
It's on. It's just it's kind of like fading out a little bit at times.
Oh boy.
But it's fine now. I thought at first it was just like you were a little bit too far from your mic and it wasn't picking you up.
Oh, I was kind of not talking as loud as I should have been probably. So.
Well, there you have it. Somebody. I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind. Forget it. It was gonna be insulting and funny, but now I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Don't.
You're still cutting out.
Oh, well, that sucks because I can't do anything about it. I'm sitting next to my mic.
I can barely hear you.
I don't know what.
Like I said, I think it's the internet, so I don't think there's anything you can do. I'm just letting you know. In fact, here we go. I'll take one of my headphones off, and I can just hear you in person. I don't know why I'm trying to hear you through your mic.
No, but it is still weird. I mean, I don't want the audio to cut out terribly.
No, it's
the actual show.
Of course, it's fine now.
Not that I say anything important, but
I can hear you crystal clear now that I've taken one headphone off. And I'm not meaning through the non-headphone ear either.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I'll put it back on so you at least know if I sound terrible, we can end it all.
No, I can tell in my left ear.
Not our lives, the show, I mean. But our lives, too. I mean, it's 5:10.
So yeah, the loot crates are cool. The crown crates are cool. I like the idea. I have some reservations about them. Are there going to be cool-ass special items that you can only get in a crown crate, and then you have to, you know, buy 50 of them in order to get one? I wouldn't like that. I don't think that's a good idea. I think it should only be items that you can also just pay crowns to get, but if you would like to try to get lucky, you know, say like a mount that costs 2,500 crowns, but if you want to get a crown crate, you might get lucky and get it for 400 crowns. I hope they don't put specialty items that you can only get from a crown crate in those crates.
I got Khajiit Love in here. How are they going to drop those now?
How are they what?
How are you going to get crown crates? Remind me.
From the crown store.
So you do have to buy them. It would be fun if they had drops, but I guess that's what the chests are for and stuff, but they don't have that kind of cool stuff.
No,
it'd be fun if you got, like, I don't know how they would do that. Of course they're going to sell it in the crown store.
Yeah, and that's the whole point, is it allows you to get some stuff that's in the crown store, but potentially for less crowns if you get
I guess that's kind of, okay, yeah, because I was going to say, I mean, you also do get those in Overwatch. You get them as a level reward, and you can buy them.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of fun if you could get them as some kind of little reward for certain things.
Yeah.
It's, I guess, kind of what I was getting at. That would be nice.
You know, that might be, let me see. In the event you receive a mount, pet, costume, or personality that you already own, you'll be awarded special crown gems in its place. Ooh, I didn't read this before. Hold on. Okay, so let me go back a minute here. Okay, let's see. Including some previously retired mounts, costume, pets, and limited time offers that are no longer available in the crown store. Crates will have different themes throughout the year, giving you a chance to obtain new, extremely rare items. See, that's where it gives me a little concern that they're going to have sort of, seasonal crates, and that will give you extremely rare items, and it makes me worry that it's going to be like Overwatch just was with the Olympic Games, where they had a bunch of items, and yeah, I got some cool ones for the Olympics, some cool skins and stuff, but I didn't get the one that I really wanted, which was the damn Lucio soccer ball one. But
what if they put Lucio Ball in ESO? I'm just saying.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. I loved Lucio Ball. I was so freaking
good
at
really
Lucio
good at
Ball.
Lucio
I was
Ball.
amazing at it. I had like a 90% win rate, and I was scoring goals left and right.
Yeah.
In the event you receive a mount, pet, costume, or personality that you already own, you'll be awarded special crown gems in its place. These gems can be used to purchase other collectible items from the current crown crate season that you'd prefer to have instead. So that's actually pretty good.
So it's basically like the shitty Overwatch duplicate gold system, or in Hearthstone where you can deconstruct duplicates for
Well, no,
dust.
It sounds like it's better than that. So say you get a costume from the crate that you already own, you'll get a gem, and you can in turn trade that gem in for one of the other costumes that you could have gotten from the crate instead. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, it sounds like you'll be able to pick which one you want.
Well, that's kind of neat.
That is kind of neat. It almost rewards you for already having it, which is a good thing, because if you already have it, it means you already spent crowns, and you spent more crowns on the crate, so it's almost rewarding you for spending so much in the crown store, which I like that. All the content in Update 12, including One Tamriel, will be free for all players. That's another huge aspect of this. This is not... Yeah. There's no DLC, which is not necessarily a good thing, because...
Why do you say that?
Because the stuff coming in Update 12 is stuff they always do for free. It's a base game patch stuff. I mean, could you imagine if they made One Tamriel DLC where it only applied to those who had the DLC?
Oh, I thought you meant it was like actually possibly a bad thing, but what you're saying is that's not like something special that's expected.
It's a good thing in the sense that One Tamriel is a huge change, but it's also a base game patch change.
Yeah, I misunderstood.
You know, costume dying and stuff like that was part of the base game patch. I thought you were saying
it was potentially like a negative, and so what you're saying is
what I'm saying the negative part of it is this quarter will not have any DLC. The DLCs are supposed to be once every quarter.
Right.
This
that was a
one,
pretty
it's
big
such a
thing.
big update, and and so that is the good news. Is it is probably, I would consider, DLC level of update. It's such a huge update, you could consider it DLC, and it's free for everybody,
Yeah.
so you don't have to buy it. But at the same time, you're not getting any DLC this quarter. The next DLC will be player housing, which I'm assuming will be a DLC, and that'll be in, or maybe not. Player housing might be the base game patch. I don't know if they've said whether or not that's going to be DLC or not. I would like it to be DLC, because then if you're an ESO Plus member, you just get housing. And whether or not you need to use crowns to buy a house or buy stuff for your house, I don't know. But I wouldn't mind having Plus members just getting a free house. And then, you know, especially if they're real basic, and then you got to spend a bunch to, you know, make them cool.
Yeah.
But, which, by the way, you can already go. They're already in the game. You just can't go inside of them. The houses.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if you knew that, do you? Yeah. In fact,
I
you
just wanna
can.
decorate.
You can actually get
shit.
into some of them if you go, like, where you're not supposed to go. People finding, like, oh, if we climb up on this rock, you know, doing the parkour thing like I do. So some people have found a way to get into some of the houses,
Oh,
but just
yeah.
a few of them.
I
And there's
hope
nothing
that
inside of
they
them. They're just
find a
empty
way-
inside.
I hope that they find a way to make Pink Flamingos lore friendly so I can have them decorate my house on the outside.
I hope my mic doesn't sound like crap. I made it not auto-adjust in Skype, and I don't know. I mean, the volume sounded good, but every
I
now and
think
then it
Slags
sounds a
would've
little.
bitched.
It sounds a little distorted in my headphones, so I don't know
Oh.
what's going on with
I
that.
don't
but
think he's still around. He may have died of sarsaparilla poisoning, but
He's,
he rest in peace if so.
I know,
Slags
right?
ate some bad eggs. Guess I will never let go of the egg jokes. It's very funny to me. That he eats
You
that
mean
many
you'll
eggs.
never let go of the egg yolks?
Let go of my ego.
Ayo.
That was good. And that's no yoke.
That's no yoke.
What was I getting at here? Oh, but yeah, I think he would have complained at you about your sound quality in advance. So I think you probably
Yeah,
saved.
that's why I wasn't worried about it, but it does concern me that I'm hearing myself distorted from time to time in my headphones, but whatever.
Sorry, little cow Khajiit man came to say hi. He's somewhere. He meowed a few times, so I put him on my lap, and I was immediately covered in his fur. So now it's still sticking to my face, and my shirt, and my nose tickles a lot. So
Well,
shout out to Khajiits for shedding.
follow me, because I'm out of stuff to talk about for today.
Okay, do you think the Khajiits in the game shed?
Yeah, they must.
Do they get made fun of probably for it? Because Khajiits always get picked on.
An interesting aspect of the lore, and you know who would know that? Lawrence Schick, who has an amazing, like even for what is the lore master of ESO, so you would expect him to know just about everything. It's still stunning, the obscure, mundane things about the culture of the peoples of and the men and Mer of Elder Scrolls that he's
Man,
aware of. Like
I wish I had a
he'll
cool
be
ass
able to
job
tell
like
you.
that,
He'll
but I'm
be
not a
able to
cool person like that, so.
He would have the answer to questions which I've heard him answer before, such as what is the appropriate attire to wear to a certain area's wedding,
Yeah, he's like the Miss Manners
like a
of
certain geographical
ESO.
location or certain
or Elder
races.
Scrolls lore. Do you think though that he could answer if Khajiits shed? Because I'm probably gonna have to put
You
that
stand
question out
down
there.
below this rock,
Okay. Whatever you say.
and I'm gonna slash loot up here.
Okay. Oh, jumping jacks. Oh, Stu is putting. He's back. With a bunch of thumbs down emojis, which I don't know what he's pissed about. Is it being made fun of? Is it, what are you complaining about?
Well, anyways,
Hello.
what are your final thoughts?
Do you think Khajiits shed? Do you think they have sarsaparilla in this game? Now I really wish I had cream soda. That sounds really good right now.
It does sound good.
That sounds so
the
good.
orange cream soda from Bevmo.
I'm thinking classic, but now I'm thinking I want to go to Bevmo and buy a bunch of different beverages. Some not your father's root beer maybe. Anyway, the One Tamriel stuff sounds amazing, and Ernie's the Khajiit is yelling at Dad again. He was meowing at Andrew apparently.
It's pretty much
yesterday.
once a day now. When we get home from work, at some point he'll meow at my side for like 20 minutes, and I'll pet him. I'll give him attention for like 5 minutes,
It's just not
and
enough.
then he just keeps going.
It's Andrew too, because he doesn't. I mean, he meows at me a little bit, but he's he like stalks and gets all obsessive over Andrew. So if I try to give him attention when he's after Andrew's attention, he does not want it. He's like, Mom, I'm sorry, I'm very busy right now bothering Dad. And Andrew's like trying to play Overwatch and not die. So Ernie, oh my gosh. Oh, he just flopped over. Oh, I wonder if Khajiits flop over. Do Khajiits like catnip? No, they like that.
I would love
stuff.
to know more about the Khajiit lore and if they do have some of those normal cat tendencies.
Yeah, I mean they steal shit, so there's that. And they're little sassy pantses. But yeah. Oh, I was gonna say the loot boxes, which I don't remember what you called them. I'm going with loot
crown
boxes.
crates.
Okay, loot boxes.
No, I'm playing a loot box.
God, I'm jumping jacksing. I think they actually sound very, very cool. I'm excited about that. That's why I perked up so much, and I was like, wait, if you told me this, I felt really bad. That you had been so excited about all the changes that you've been telling me about most of them. And I'm like, if you told me about this, I totally ignored whatever you were saying, and I don't tone you out that much.
Yeah, no,
I
I
felt
think
really bad, so I'm glad you didn't.
the reason is because I'm not that excited about it, because I don't really see myself buying any. Because I'm not the biggest fan of using real money to buy random boxes of items that. It's just like you usually you can't get what you want out of them, and if you want to, you're gonna spend a lot of money buying a lot of them until you get what you want. So I usually get irritated at those more than I get excited about them. But that being said, it's a good thing for the game overall. I mean, I think that's a really neat idea and it belongs. It's just for me personally that didn't really strike a chord.
Ernie's meowing again. Stu said he sent the outro and he said, I'm so sorry it's only small this week, but I forgot to do my homework. I suck. Dude, man,
he had 2 weeks.
You do me this favor so I don't have to do anything. I don't even prepare. I just make shit up before, but now I have somebody who's nice enough to write something hilarious for me to stumble over every week, and I love it. So you don't have to be sorry for that. Also, I was gonna say, so I mean, it's not like I'm especially excited about it, because, I mean, who are you telling to travel to you?
I was Kilted Piper.
Oh, hi Kilted Piper. Oh, it literally says that Kilted Piper. I'm an idiot. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, it's not like, oh my God, Ernie, shut up! You're so distracting. Now he's standing on Andrew's computer tower, meowing at him. Put him on your lap. Get him on the mic.
I'm vaping him off of there, but he didn't.
You're vaping. Don't vape at the cat.
He usually jumps away.
At least don't admit to it, Lord. He's just meowing some more. Anyway, he's trying to sell his wares, dude, and you're not letting him sell his wares. Oh my God, it's so distracting. I was gonna say, I don't especially care about the loot crates because I'm usually playing Hearthstone or Overwatch or at one of my 1,000 million appointments these days because I'm never home anymore. For me, because I like to be home all the time. But I think I'm excited in the sense that it's fun. It's a good idea. I do wish that it's like I said with Overwatch where they dropped. I guess that they're kind of making up for it with the little things,
that you can earn them in game somehow.
I still think it would be fun if you got them as some kind of neat little reward every now and then. It was just a little surprise.
Yeah, that would be a neat little feature.
It would be fun.
You know what they should do? Because they already give you a little Undaunted crate when you do a random dungeon for the first random dungeon you do each day, and it's one for the random normal dungeon and one for a random vet dungeon. And you only get it for the first time you do it each day. That's what they should do. They should give you a crown crate for maybe just for the vet version. You get an Undaunted crate for doing a random normal, and then a crown crate for doing a random veteran dungeon. That would be a way to earn it in game.
Cool. Yep, little things like that, and you can, it's not going to disincentivize people buying them with crowns who are going to buy them with crowns, because especially if it's not a super common, thing that you can just get really easily by doing nothing. What if you could craft them and sell them by woodworking the crate and then like making little spells and shit? I know that's ridiculous. I just think that would be funny if you could make mystery boxes.
I'm not gonna lie, That's actually a good idea.
That'd be fun.
Put
You
items
could
into
put
it.
items in it. Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
Cool. That would be really fun. People probably wouldn't buy them and you'd have to. How about this? You have to have them have like a certain value. They have to. That way you can't put shit in a box.
Yeah, it would be like a like a zip file. Like instead of you could put a bunch of items into a woodworking crafted crate. And then sell it on a guild store or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That would be really cool.
Or if I steal some of the shitty 2D apples that are always in a bucket, I can put those in there. That I think are sometimes labeled potatoes or something. I don't know. I'm pretty pissed about Stu over here. He says he's got a can of cream soda right next to him. Excuse me, I said this in the chat. What's going on with your amazing variety of sodas that you have on hand right now? Are you a Bevmo?
It's because he took a break from the eggs. Remember he said that he was eating ice cream or something a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, I do kind of remember.
Something like that.
Well, ice cream, I mean, if you make it homemade, it often has eggs in it. Which, shit, we keep forgetting to freeze the ice cream thing. I know we don't have room, but I really want to make some ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a final thought. I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked, and now Ernie's quiet. But anyway, that's my idea. Make your own loot crates. Get on it, Zoss.
I like it.
And hire me to go through people's titles that you're also going to implement, because these are both great ideas. Okay, those are my final thoughts. My
final thoughts, like I said at the start of this show, is the last missing puzzle pieces for me, which weren't necessarily huge, but they are some of my favorite things I used to do in World of Warcraft, were the group finder, joining random groups, and they didn't have this in World of Warcraft, but the pledges too, because I hate looking for a group. That's why I made a healer, so it'd be easier to find one in zone chat. But now I can just join the group finder, which also works for this Argonian's messing up my loot here.
As they do.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna have to switch to drums then. Now I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So, God dang it.
Don't be pissed.
Everybody's coming over here to hang out.
This guy's just standing here, though. He needs to get a loot out.
Party. Okay, so
oh, I forgot my name was the real Zap Rousdower, even though it's been on my screen the whole time.
Okay, so yeah, so
He's
the group finder working, the holidays, and then eventually player housing to a much smaller extent. Those are going to be pretty much. All right, I'll loot. Damn it, we'll have 4 loots going here. Those are the missing puzzle pieces for me to make this the complete game that I've always wanted it to be, and I don't really need anything else. And I know there's going to be more coming. Murkmire I have to look forward to, things like that. What's the other one? Clockwork Tower and stuff like that. Those are all going to be great as well, but all I need is what's coming in the next few updates, and this is going to be the game I've always wanted it to be. I think I said in Reddit in response to it coming to the PTS, when I saw all the details, I said this is by and large the greatest update that's ever come to any game that I've ever played. Like, it really is. It's such a huge update. It's doing some changes that are just so fantastic for me personally. I know not everybody's going to benefit from all of them, but for me, they're things that I've really, really wanted. So I'm really excited for that. And the One Tamriel will be great for the show, because then we can go venture to other lands and not have to do them in any specific order or anything like that, and that'll be awesome. So that's it. If you would like to find us, you can catch the show live every Friday at 7:15 Eastern, 4:15 Pacific, at youtube.com/dewsandtamriel/live, or you can go to our website, dewsandtamriel.com, and I post the show afterwards. You
need to read the chat.
You can download the show you can watch the show on YouTube, or you can download it in podcast form on Beyond Pod, Stitcher, iTunes, or TuneIn Radio. Don't use TuneIn. I uninstalled that, and my battery life lasts all day now.
Yeah. I mean, we're just anywhere you find podcasts, y'all. In the chat, somebody had asked you in response, what podcast, and then I said which one, and they said, where do I find that? So I said dewsandtamriel.com or on YouTube, and they said cool.
Uh,
And it was when you were reading that. That was very nice.
yeah, and then they'll be able to find themselves because they're right here.
Yeah, exactly. Hello. Whatever their name was. 'cause it's scrolled down.
Sorgonia.
The person above them too.
Oh, the person above them is Baby Rage King. I don't know what you guys' at names are, but yeah, Sorgonia and Baby Rage King.
Thanks for asking. That was nice.
Yeah. Hope you guys check us out and enjoy.
I wish I could have my person sing something stupid like, I like to teach the world to sing shit. I fucked it up. We are on YouTube.com. I mean, I'm chuckling too much. Okay, hold on. The chat here. I asked Stu why he has so much variety. He says, because I'm not a number, I'm a free man. He's got a lot of... He says he's also eating chocolate-covered fudge, and it's amazing. Damn it, Stu! Eduardo agrees. That sounds amazing. That sounds so good, and it does. And then Stu said, holy shit, it's the Beatles.
You can also find us on Twitter at Deuce and Tamriel.
We are the Beatles, though. There's 4 of us.
At Deuce and Tamriel, or individually, I am at ScaryDrew86.
Oh yeah, I am at _burials when I remember to log in every few months or so.
Or in game, I'm at Scary Drew. She's at Scary Do.
Oh yeah.
And you can email us at dewsandtamriel@gmail.com. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody. Sometimes I just log into Twitter to antagonize Stu. So, well, I don't want to end it because we were playing Loot awesomely, but is it over? Is it done? Why does Stu have fucking like 8 kinds of soda and chocolate covered fudge? That's not.
Oh,
that's
hey,
not fair.
there's Baby Rage King. Hey, Rust a Rocket.
Oh, hey!
Rust a Rocket Spice.
Rust a Rocket Spice.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Slag says, where's Serena Nicole Smith? I do not know what he's talking about.
Serana Nicole Smith.
Serana Nicole Smith. Oh! I get it. Stu, that's stupid. Okay.
You were thinking Serena Williams.
I was, because she's awesome. Could we have made it simpler? Did we get all the celeriac? Shall we lick our wounds, giggity? Phrasing, Stu, phrasing. He keeps saying that. Anyway, why is Ernie meowing still?
Because he needs attention.
Is the nice lady from number 18 coming for summer? God, I hope the assholes who live above our apartment are not number 18. Shout out to you guys if you happen to be listening. You guys are the shittiest neighbors ever. Would we get arrested for stealing pubes? Probably, yeah. I'm answering. He said it's short, so I'm going to reply to it.
I mean, you're stealing.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask, it's probably fine. You just, rather than send people to prison for crimes, wouldn't it be better to give them gene therapy so that they become ginger? Ernie, stop talking. What is 72 multiplied by 3,109 divided by the square root of Wilford Brimley's diabetes?
I'm so glad it was a diabetes joke.
Diabetes, I should have said.
Diabetes, yes.
Diabetes. Do you ever wonder what sort of mess there would be if you dropped a horse from 20,000 feet? I do now. Why is it when women hate the age of 60, they have to have a short blue perm? 31 more years. Is Will Smith a name or a question?
It's a bad actor nowadays.
Is it done? Is it over? Rusta Rocket Spice wants to know if we have a guild.
I invited him to Wings of Fate.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, join it. I never play this game, but I play it once a week for the show. And I will say, Rusta Rocket Spice, come join us and play in game when we do the show, because I love it when we have somebody join us in game when we do the show. Don't you?
I do. I love it. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Real quick before we go, I wanted to say I needed to apologize to Bagheera, a.k.a. Tim, who was also on ESORP recently, so check that out.
Nice.
Yes, Tim Twig episode.
Tim is great.
He invited me to a group while I was doing my daily crafting writs, and I was going to the survey map locations, and he traveled to me on his Ebonheart pack character, which he's been leveling up to join us on the show, which we still have failed to do, and I apologize for
Oh
that
my
as well.
God. Really? I forgot about that.
Well, I haven't. I checked for a whisper, and so if I make sure to make sure I didn't miss him saying, "Hey, invite me to a group" or something. But he invited me to a group, and I accepted. And I was trying to say, "Hey, what's up?" in group chat, and something was bugged out because I couldn't see my own group messages, and I also didn't get any from him. And I was also really exhausted that day, so I went to go finish my writs and stuff and writing my training skills, and I totally forgot about it, so I don't know if he thought I was being hella rude or not, so I do need to apologize for that. I was just extremely tired, and I forgot you had invited me to a group, and I went to go do the rest of my daily stuff, and then I logged off. So I do apologize. I wasn't ignoring you or being weird or something, so I just wanted to say that. Okay, have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody. Is it done? Is it over? I'm out of shit to say. Stu has Bevmo level shit in his house.